Hello! You might be able to hear me at the moment. I'm unaware as to whether or not you can currently hear me. But I'm going to press on just for a moment. Hello! I am currently under the impression that the internet can see me right at the moment. Let me just copy the link and send it to a few peoples. There we go. And I'll put it on Twitter. There it is. And I'll open that. And that. And I'll go over here. Oh good, you can hear me. Yes, I have in fact remembered to physically bring the microphone to the computer and plug it in this time, which you'd think would be a fairly basic step, but I forgot to do it last time. Hello everybody. I know you're looking at a... Ooh, what was that? Ooh, something popped up to warn me something, but I don't know what, because I'd already clicked. Oh. No. Okay. It was my Wacom wanting to know if I would like to calibrate my pen. No, I wouldn't. I'd like it to remain calibrated, please. And luckily, that's also an option. So, yeah, what we're looking at here is a page of a comic that I'm currently working on. Can you imagine what the comic might be called? Can you guess? Can you possibly guess? It's called The Demon Tomato. And I, as its author, am called Demon Tomato Dave. And that's why. That's why I'm called that. As you can see, it is a comic about this dazed-looking chap here. Let's... Oh dear, I do need to recalibrate my pen because it's changed all the buttons. Oh no! What a stupid thing to happen in the middle of a live flipping thing. Oh great. Right, now I've got to find out where the Wacom flipping tablet properties are. Oh great, I can't even zoom out because my buttons aren't working. Brilliant. Ugh, fine. There's always something, isn't there? I start a stream. There's got to be something. Alright, so... No, I don't. Sorry about this. So, I've now got to select the functions of the buttons. So that one is Alt, and that one is Undo. And I'll call it Undo. Okay. Ah, no. Is it all going to be stupid and rubbish now? Now I've got to do the functions. I've got to do the buttons at the side and everything. Oh, God. Sorry about this. I can't even remember what my buttons are. That one's an undo. Button there. Oh. And then those are like... they changed the size of my cursor, I think. Ugh, I'm sorry about this. Like, I just started an impromptu stream. I didn't know that would be the moment that the Wacom decided to discard all of my settings. This happens sometimes. It's not a big problem. Okay. That'll do for now, won't it? Right, let's try that. Are my thingamies working now? Yes, so far. What about if I do a bit of inking? Oh, that doesn't feel quite right. But is it because I'm zoomed out? Okay, whoops. Oh, sorry about this, everyone. Ugh. change the tip feel and everything. Try and figure out what I had it on before that I enjoyed. Probably about like that. I'll go with that for now. Doesn't feel right though. It never does. Let's go with that. Okay, right. So as I was saying, here is a comic. Let me switch off my pencils layer. And at the moment, the comic is about this, a 12-year-old version of me, looking dazed and going down the stairs. He looks dazed for plot reasons. Oh, look at this. The cat is slightly phasing over the edge of the stairs. Where's his ink layer? Where's his ink layer? There it is. Right first time. That's quite fun. Just zip that up. Oh, it's not quite right. Where's that background ink layer? Tell you what, should I? Oh no, there it is. Just fill that in. And get rid of. Oh, I do need to recalibrate. Oh no. Oh, flipping heck. Abby, what? I decided to do an impromptu art stream thinking that that would be fun, right? And instead, the Wacom had lost all my settings!
Oh no!
I've got to flipping calibrate it and everything.
Hi everyone! Is everyone there? Is it
Well, I don't know if everyone's there. Some people are there.
But I mean, are people hearing me?
Yes.
Hello! I hope you're all okay.
Yeah.
Big hugs for everyone.
Yeah.
We all need it at the moment.
Yeah, basically we've just not been talking about it.
No.
Oh, but it's not the right layer to do that.
General hugs. I'm going to play video games now.
Yes. Oh yes, you're going to be hearing the sounds of probably.
No, be very quiet.
No, go ahead. Probably Battlefront. No, for goodness sake, put the sound on. We've got nice, good new speakers now. Not going to bother this lot. There we go. Okay, so as I was saying, there's a little speck near his whiskers, but what layer's it on? There it is. As I was saying, so, dazed version of me goes down the stairs, confuses the cat, and the rest of the comic takes place in this empty room. Well, that's because... That is because I have not yet penciled the characters, because I was basically waiting for you guys. I thought I'd do a little bit of inking tonight. So what's going on over on the chat then? Hello to Alien Brass. Oh no, they were there last time. That's a little bit left over from the previous stream. Hello, Irrational Sloth, Mechanical Cultist. Hello, Trey Cloutier. Hello, Mew Mew Meow. Hello, SL90531. And Giraftopus. And Jacqueline, of course, hello. Although I already said hello. Oh no, I didn't. I did. I said hello and come to the stream. So here you are at the stream. Blah, blah, blah. Hello, Dilly22 Gaming. Oh, don't worry about that, Matt. There's going to be streams. The only reason this one's free is because it's only going to go on for a couple of minutes. Because it's already kind of bedtime, as Ian McEwish points out. Sorry that I renamed the Miss McEwish, Ian. It's just that I don't know. The name didn't really fit the character, so I just looked on a map and just kept looking at place names until I found one that sort of worked. Hello, Nick Mist. Hello, Tiger Tales TV. What do we think, says MKBW50, of Tottenham? Nothing. I think nothing of Tottenham. I don't mean that they're low in my estimation. I mean, I literally never does a thought go through my mind concerning the topic of Tottenham. If there's something I should be thinking about them, then by all means do let me know. Hope you're doing very well, Dave. I am, but I don't live in America. You know? Can I call you Big D for short? Well, yes, but it's not actually shorter than Dave. But yes, you may. Go right ahead. Okay, so I think that's it's time to do some drawing then. Oh, turn it up, Abby. Get some surround sound on. Make sure you're on input 3.
I'm on input 3.
Good. Okay, so yeah, the reason I'm doing this, we've been out all day, we've been at the Christmas market. If any of you have seen my Wiggle He 2 video, we've been there. And so we've been stuffing our face full of food. Our face. We've been stuffing our face. Evening, Leovinus. I know, Matt, I'm terribly sorry. Look, I'm hanging out with my family today, I'm hanging out with my family tomorrow, but after that, I will be free to tell you about how Inky Little Fingers works. In the meantime, don't worry about it. You just keep making a comic. I guess there are... by the way, to everyone who isn't Matt, I'm talking to him about how to make a comic and then how to print it. There's a... Whoa. You ought to make sure that the dimensions of your pages match like a sensible print size. So, for instance, A4. Now, we print in A5 because it's, well, half as expensive, frankly. And you might want to do that as well. If you got our comics. That's A5. So if you want that size, to do that, just make sure you're drawing on A5 pages. You know, get in Photoshop, get an A4 or A5 page opened, and just stick your art in there and make sure it's right. What you are going to want, though, is plenty of space around the edge. Now, I think all of your comic pages are like this one, in that there is a space... in that there is a space here around the edge. Just make sure that there's at least, like, I think it's about half an inch of space at the edge here, where you do not mind if it gets cut off, because printing is not an exact science, and it might get cut off, you know, there. It might get cut off there. So, you know what I mean. So, yeah, just make sure that there's enough space around the artwork, or at least around the speech balloons, that you don't mind that. That's called the bleed area. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I've gone and made it transparent now. That was silly of me. Doing. And doing. Other than that, you're good. So you can be working on that, and then I'll help you with the finer details of sort of actually getting it set up and printed and so on. I mean, it's going to cost money. You know, be ready for that. It's not anything similar to free. I mean, it's not bank-breakingly terrible, but... Oh, that's it. I need that button to be deselect. That's what I need to calibrate next. When you've got your buttons all set up, your shortcuts, I've got buttons around the edge of my Cintiq, and they're set to do certain things, and it's gone and lost the settings. So I need this button here to be the keystroke Control D, which is deselect. Okay. Pop that out of the way. Has that worked? It has. And that's why I was unable to draw. Alright then, I'm now set up. Am I? Do I need... Yeah. If I drew that line, for instance. Okay. How about now? Whoops. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm ready to actually start... Oh, what do we think of Tottenham is a football chant, really? Oh, that's a silly football chant. What do we think of Tottenham? And then is the response, it's alright. What do you think of Tottenham? Alright. What do we think of trousers? Well, they keep me warm. What do we think of buttons? Well, when you press them, stuff happens. I like this stunt. Interesting comment there from Dave Fish, who evidently, like, knows enough about me to know Abby's name. I don't know. Maybe that's someone from that awful place where I hang out. MKBW50 says, I can now be smug about being British again. I know, don't be, though. They all need support at the moment. We do have to deal with Donald Trump. We're going to have to, you know. A lot of what gets done in America sort of helps our lot along. Because our lot would like to be that way. It's now a tradition. Oh, Abby, you'll like this. Matt, who we met at Thought Bubble, says, it's now a tradition in my family for us to watch Wiggly 2 every Christmas.
Yay.
Oh, that's nice.
That's really cool.
Sorry for being completely oblivious. What is this comic for? Yeah, well, indeed. What is a comic for? It's not for anything. It's just a comic that I'm drawing. I mean, I'm going to put it on the internet and so on. Well, Tiger Tales, you never quite know what you're going to get, but you know you're not going to get me doing the thing that I'm supposed to be doing. So it's time I started. Time to draw a comic. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so just to begin with, I'm going to switch off all of that gubbins. And I'm just going to start inking some people. I feel as if there was something else I was going to do before I started. Oh, that's right. I'm going to tweet the lonk. I just said link, but in an accent there. Impromptu art stream. Did I already tweet this? Well, here it is again. Drawing. Inkvember. There we go. Just check that I've tweeted the correct link. I seem so to have done. And so, onwards. Actually gonna draw this now. I'm actually gonna draw this. Here I go, I'm actually doing it. I am actually drawing. Draw dum dum dum. I am drawing the thing. Doodly doodly bum dum diddly. I am drawing a thing diddly bum. Is it funnier if that curves that way? It is a bit, isn't it? I can't quite get it right. I mean, I get it right every time. It's just that I'm a first part. So let's use this stream to try and be slightly less of a fuss pot. So I'll stop there and move on to the next bit. My Cintiq's out of whack. It lost its calibration information, and so now the cursor feels like it's got a slightly different placement compared to the pen. Right, you know what? In fact, I am going to redo it, because I am a precise sort of a fiddler. So I'm going to just do this. And then I'm going to recalibrate. Oh. What time is it on your home? Hello, John Mill. What time is it, says Moofy, on your... Hello, Moofy. What time is it on your home? I'm French, and it's 23:18 on my home. It is currently 10:21 p.m. on my home. Dave is what people that aren't British think that we're like. I'm from London, which is the least English part of England. It's the first time I'm watching one of your live streams. Hello, Mofi! Welcome to the live streams. Hello, Mkaboo50. Welcome, one and all. Nick Miss says, I wasn't sure if you were going to publish or whatnot. To be honest, I didn't even know you drew comics. I've seen you in a lot of Brent stuff, and it showed up that you were streaming. Yeah, you won't know. It's normal not to know that I do comics, because this is basically I've been doing them for years, and I've even been selling them for years, but this is the first time I've really been making a thing out of that on the internet, and this is going to be the one that goes on the internet, and you'll be able to read it. Oh, thanks for that, Tiger Tales. Peter says, I just watched Planet Earth 2, Episode 1, so your drawing will now be compared against some of the greatest TV I've ever seen. No pressure. Did you watch it in 4K? Gavin YouTube says, Dave, you should do more songs with Brent. Yes, I agree. We both want to do that. We just kind of haven't got time and can't think of what to do. But we're going to. We're going to do it. We've had a couple of ideas what we're going to do, but they're sort of big involved projects, so you wouldn't see them for ages, even if we were doing them right now, which we haven't started. And then Mukaboo50 says, but Dave is probably from Smethington on Bristwick and has been a 50-year Tory colour. Collaborator? I don't know what colour is. But if it's a Tory anything, I'm not it. Okay, I'm just going to calibrate the thing again. Try that. Yeah, that's a bit more like what I'm expecting. Okay. And on with it we move. A little bit of the muck there, is that? No, that's on a different level. That level? Yes, there it is. Zoop. And while we're at it, zoop. Zoop. Ah, it's not quite right. My pen's a bit wrong. Well, I'll fix it another time. Just for now, let's press on, and I'll just have to draw a bit wrong, won't I? Right, come on, Dave. Step it up. Let's get this done relatively speedily. Because this is supposed to be a nice, short stream. Zip that down a bit. So I'm very, very sleepy, and we'll be going to bed quite soon. But I just thought, I don't know, we were just sort of sitting about, we weren't particularly doing anything. Today I've been, as I said earlier in the stream, but more people have come in since then, I've been down the Christmas market, and if you don't know what I mean by that, I have a video called Wiggle He 2, The Great Christmas Medley, and if you were to listen to Wiggle He 2, then you would see me walking about in the Christmas market. I've been there today. So I've been stuffing my face full of the following items. A hot dog. Yum, but with a really big German bratwurst sausage on it. Ooh, yum. Ooh, yum. That was very nice. Some Christmas punch. Christmas flavour punch. With cinnamon flavour and the flavour of mulled wine or something. I don't know what flavours are in it, but it was nice. Ooh, yum. What else? Macaroons. 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 There, that was nice. Although, the macaroon I had today was cold. Last year it was a warm macaroon. And that's what I wanted, really. So I think another time I'll go, can I have a warm macaroon? And he'll go, no. Because I haven't made any warm macaroons recently. And I'll go, it's okay. I will quite literally stand here for as long as it takes for you to just naturally end up making a warm macaroon. That ain't no problem, sir. I'm here for the day. That's what I'd say to him. Zoom out a bit. I'm working far too zoomed in. What other things did I consume with my gob? Anybody remember?
Lots of cheese.
Oh, yes.
We tried a lot of cheese.
Yes, we went to the cheese counter. They have a cheese stall in the market where we saw them last year, and I think it's going to be an annual tradition now because they do ginger cheese, ginger flavored cheese, and they've got a little. They let you have samples. You get to eat. You get to eat. You get to eat. Number eat. You get to eat cheese. It's free cheese samples, and they're nice. I'm not a big free. I'm not a big fee. I'm not a big fan of cheese. Is what I was trying to say there. I'm not a big fee. Just imagine someone in the town square with everyone staring at them. I'm not a big fee. I'm sleepy. I've been trudging around all day. I feel like even that isn't the fullness of the list of things that I've put right down my gob hole today. But whatever I had, it was nice. And now, then we having done that, we walked about even more, and then we comed home. And having comed home, we just hung around for a little bit, and then it was time to go for dinner. And I've just had a lot of ribs. So, today has been a day of putting all sorts of food right down me. And so now I'm home and I'm sleepy, and I thought just before bed, while Abby played a bit of battle, a bit of Battlefront, I'd do an impromptu stream, because I have been supposed to do streams, and I have not been doing any streams, because I have been off in Leeds doing Thought Bubble. Thought Bubble. Yes, I'm a bit sniffy today because I've been walking around in the cold. Sorry about that. So, Thought Bubble is a comic convention in Leeds, as 8-Bit there in the chat. What's he called in this chat? Can attest. Okay, let me just have a little look at what's going on. Oh, a Tory councillor? No, I'm not. I'm not a Tory anything, let alone councillor. Thanks for that, one Splatoon system. Are you going to make Monster Hunter with lyrics with Brent or not? Well, probably not, because I've never played Monster Hunter. But then, Mofi says, I don't think Dave will spoil that. Oh. What? What did Nick Mist say that I may or may not spoil? Breath of the Wild with lyrics. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Oh, and Pete says, no, the 4K version of Planet Earth 2 comes out next summer. And I didn't want to know. Quite right. Mickaboo50 says, okay, Dave, serious question. Does it annoy you that most people only know about you because of Brent? No. God, no. Not at all. I did, like, 2 good songs. And they had Brent. And because they had Brent, anyone heard them. Hello, Warden Taurus. Hi, Dave. Are you still performing with Brentalfloss? Hello, Luke. Next year, and are you coming down to the UK? Well, I mean, I'm in the UK. Wouldn't you have guessed that from my voice? Am I still performing with Brentalfloss next year? I mean, maybe. Like, we didn't actually perform together this year, but we were at the same convention together. So I mean, maybe if it comes to it. I was listening to the 12-inch single of Super Mario Land. It hit the charts a while ago. Fitting Dave Brent's song to the music. Still good. We can do that the other way around. Hang on a minute. Wait a minute. This might be fun. Just a minute. How about this then? I shall respond to you, Carpet, but not what you said. Oh, I wasn't listening to myself. Hang on a minute. Who was it that brought this up? It was Tiger Tales TV. Let's see what we can do, Tiger Tales TV. Welcome, and enter the center of my Super Mario adventure. My girl is trapped on the other side of town, so we're moving in leaps and bounds. Now, folks around my way think it's strange, but I can't remember the villain to something. Even my ma, she thinks that I'm crazy, but I've got to rescue Daisy. I'm back off my Lisa Stansfield trip, and I'm rejuvenated. And I'm remixed. I took planes and trains and automobile, and for real got ill in Brazil. Met the Wizard of Oz. Right on tour. Ain't got more in Singapore, and I've eaten sushi in Japan. That doesn't really work. Hang on a minute. Wait. And I've eaten sushi in Japan, but there ain't no place like Super Mario Land. Do 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 boop boop boop. There we go. That was good, wasn't it? That was off the top of my head, and I haven't heard that in a number of years. So probably not for a good number of years. Maybe 10. So, that's enough of that. Hey, by the way, a lot of people keep asking me when I'm going to give them Mario Land without lyrics. You got it right now. Patreon.com/Demon Tomato Dave. And you get it, even if, if you join the lowest tier, if you just put down $1. You get that. You get Mario Land without lyrics straight away. Well, I say straight away. Actually, you have to go hunting through the posts, so I ought to do a sort of a mega post that's got all the songs in what haves. But I guess you can just deal with it. You'll find it. Do 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 do. Okay. That was fun. I can't tell if that's a siren or a really boring Wookiee. We just keep saying the same thing over and over again. What's going on in the old chat now? Oh, terribly sorry, K Gray. What program am I using? Clip Studio Paint. No, not even. Manga Studio. I'm using old-fashioned Manga Studio. Oh, there's Dad. Hello, Dad. Yes, we got home. Now they're all going, by the wowie, this is really creepy. What do you mean? Why spoiled cheese with ginger? Look, mate, don't say that till you've tried it. It's amazing. The ginger cheese. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Just saw that the oveners. Mckaboo50 says, your accent is not Leeds. No, it isn't. It isn't anything, really. I grew up in the Midlands near Colville, but it's not really... That definitely isn't what my accent is. I don't know what it is. Peter drove what should have been 20 minutes and he got stuck in a 4-hour queue. Oh dear. Hippo in a Bottle says, I'd like to see a song with Brent in which you accost a game, and Brent tries to defend it. Yeah, I mean, we wondered about that. We just couldn't think what the game should be, really. Whoops. I just really want to hear the updated theme from the Dark World, says 8SF. Well, you were on the tier of my Patreon that lets you do that. Hey, can you create a clean Ocarina of Time? What, you mean Ocarina of Time without lyrics? I have. Hang on a minute. You can get it now. It's right there. Hang on. Ocarina of Time without lyrics. Just finding the link for you now. Oh, Bandcamp's taking a little while to... Good night, Dad. Bandcamp's taking a little while to load up, but there you go. Ocarina of Time without lyrics. There it is. It was A5, Matt. Yeah. Although there are better ways and worse ways to do it, so let me see them before you decide. You know. And you want them to be 300 DPI. You're all talking so much, I'm not drawing. Ian McCurish says, I found you through Brent, but now you're far one of, if not my absolute favourite fellows on the YouTubes. Ah, well, thank you very much. Hey Dave, you're going to add Ocarina of Time without lyrics to your Patreon wars? Oh yeah, I should, shouldn't I? Yes, I can't believe I haven't done that. Yes, I will do that. As soon as I remember. MKBW50 says, your accent could be first Viscount Throbington Smothering, Lord of Lord of Netherington upon Fredgehike. That was a good one. Oh, with no... Oh, I see what you mean. I see. I never thought of that. Maybe. I mean, perhaps. Yeah, I'd have to convince Brent to say madness or whatever, and then splice it in. Do you know it's never come up before? Why is there a reason why you need that? I'd certainly be happy to do one that's like got amusing censorship sound effects from Zelda or something. What is DPI and how do I get 300 of them? Well, what are you using? Are you using Photoshop? If you press Control N in Photoshop to make a new page, on the list of like how you set up your page, there'll be a box will come up and you'll be able to set it to A5 and you'll be able to set it to 300 DPI, which is the print standard. I draw at a ridiculously high... This is 600 DPI, but it's also stupidly big. When I want to print it, I'm going to reduce it down to the correct size. You've already overwritten it, Matt. Fair enough this time, but in future, don't overwrite when you change a page. Like, you've got to keep the original version, and then you just make a version that's a different size, okay? It should be alright this time. Hi, Kairu. Hello, Kairu. I feel like I've not seen you in a while. For kids who want to do a talent show? Oh my god. Okay. So what? You want to mime along to it or something? Because you can have the, there's the Zelda without lyrics, and you can sing the whole thing, and you can make, you can just replace the Rudy bits with anything you want. Oh, well, that's good news, Matt. Oh dear, Ian, did I not tell you that that's there? Oh, Ian, I'm sorry. That's true, Kairu, yeah. Wait, no. Oh, it is, that's true. Oh my god. No one wants to hear bone. What do you mean? Right, let's do some drawing. Do do do. I like that curve. I'm gonna try and get it about right to how I've penciled it. It's about right, isn't it? Not flawless, but it'll do. No, come on. Oh. Did you hear that in the background, listeners? Abby just went, I'm not usually on the winning side. I think she was yawning, but for some reason she put on like a sad Eeyore voice. I'm not usually on the winning side. So this, I mean, if you haven't already identified it as such, this is supposed to be a 12-year-old version of myself. So yeah, I've been hanging out this weekend with all my comics making friends, and good heavens, they make good comics. Ooh, crikey, they make good comics. And it's made me remember that I need to make some good comics as well. So here is the seed of one, which will, I promise you, become at some point a good comic. And you'll go, oh, that's a good comic. I remember being there while he was drawing that. That's what you'll go. I'm sleepy. How are we doing? What layer should I do this bit on? That one's alright. Alright, there's one character done. And now for this one. And for this one, I want to turn off the sofa. Where's that? Oop. There it is. Okay, let's see if I can't get the face fairly right. Don't like it when I'm not reading the chat and responding to what you're saying, because I always know that there's somebody who's going to have asked me a question or be waiting for a response. I'll give you a response in just a moment, promise. But for now, I'm just trying to get this face right. Drawing really comes alive if you get the eyes right. Learned that from Through the Dragon's Eye. This is difficult to do with an uncalibrated pen. We've got lines shooting off in all sorts of directions. It probably looks extremely fine to you. You're looking at very, very subtle differences between one pen stroke and the next. But to me, it's also that. But I'm fussy. With you in a moment, listeners. Just concentrating for now. I shouldn't draw like this, by the way. What I should do is very fast, broad, sweepy brush strokes and get the thing done fast. But I like obsessing about the shape of the eyes in a picture I've done. Do-do-do-do. Or rather, I like to draw them really quickly in the pencils and then obsess over it later. What I like to do is I'll draw them really, really quick and sloppily in the pencils. And then when I do the inking, I completely obsess over exactly matching the pencils, even though I didn't think very hard about the pencils. So it's all a waste of time and it's all silly and arbitrary. But nevertheless, once you like a picture, you might as well stick with it, you know? So I already mentioned that a minute ago you saw me drawing a 12-year-old version of me. This, then, is the younger version of my younger brother, who we have in the studio today as a special guest. Say something noisily. Oh. More. Oh. More.
I don't know, what do you want?
A longer one of those.
Hello!
Well done.
Is that hard enough?
No. And it wasn't long enough.
Well done. Just going to have to go.
Yeah. What else is going on in the blah, 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 blah chat? Oh, there's Super Awesome Gummy Bar saying, Dave, read above. I will. I will. I will. Hang on a minute. Hi, Trey Foster. You are new. You are new. You're new. Will you ever wiggle he again? Says Andrew Blondin. Yes, I will. In fact, I'm about to start re-uploading the Wiggle He stories that it all came from, starting this December, in a way where you don't have to get through a paywall to read them. So that'll be happening soon, and then hopefully we'll be able to build up to doing a new one. You barely need to change a thing from that stage, it seems. No, basically, I just make him neater. What happened to you and Brentalfloss? He seems to have vanished from YouTube land. Right, the reason for that, Chemical Trails, if you're still here, I know you said that a while ago, sorry, is because he's working on other stuff. He is currently He's the host of a weekly podcast called Trends Like These with Travis McElroy. It's good, and you should listen to it. What they do is they look at what's trending on Facebook and Twitter and social media, and they basically they don't just say the thing that's trending. They actually research it and find out. They kind of Snopes it, like they find out what the real story is behind it. It's good. It's one I listen to it every week in the shower. Keep drawing so we don't show up in a year asking whatever happened to that comic. Well, that's what's been happening to me. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. Yeah, he's making Use Your Words. He's now doing a game. We played it on one of my Patreon streams when he was here a few weeks ago. It's good. You should play Use Your Words in any way that you find the ability to. I was planning to do Ocarina of Time in my talent show, but since of its language, I couldn't do it. Okay, I understand that. I'm terribly sorry. You've got a few methods you can do. You can, first off, you can use the real song and then just like cut out the sound on those bits. You know, like delete them from the MP3 or whatever. You know, splice in a censorship beep sound or something, or a comedy sound from the Zelda games, which would be better. Or you can use the without lyrics version and you can sing the whole thing yourself. Obviously, you need a friend to sing it with. But yeah, I would be happy to make a clean version of it. It's just, you know, I'd have to get Brent. I'd have to find time when he's free, and you know, maybe we will do. I'd never thought about it before. I'll think about it now. RGB Plaza says hello, hello, hello there. Abner Ray says louder, please, but I'm not sure what he wants to be louder. Sorry about that. Drawing productivity for me is about getting into a good solid groove. Couldn't imagine doing it while chatting like this. Well, I'm not. I'm more chatting than drawing. I want more songs though, lol. It's been ages. Do you mean Brentalfloss songs there? Bye, Mofi. Yeah, I know. Whoops, 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 whoops. Whoops. Whoopsie, whoops, whoops. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Whoops. Oh dear, that's quite a lot of chat. Sci-Fi Sam says, "Love you, Bob Dude," and hi. Okay. Why draw an older version? Says Abner Ray. What do you mean? Trey just remembered I'm the guy responsible for Not Roy. Yep, that was like my first a cappella song, I think. Yeah, I believe that's your brother. Someone heard you in the corner and said, "Yep, I believe that's your brother." Is this the comic thing you mentioned in the Bulmer's Attic video? Probably. I can't remember exactly what I said about it in Bulmer's Attic, but yes, probably. I thought of your lying and you know it. I can send you the verses I made. Yeah, dude. If there is a way of doing that, like if they're up on YouTube or something, I'll certainly have a look at that. Or if they're just words that you want to paste to me in a message or something, then yeah. Where is Brentalfloss? Love you, says Chemical Trails. Brentalfloss is in Canada right now making a game. It's pronounced Gummy Bear. Oh, okay. Dave, Smurf or Snorks? Matthew, I cannot choose between Smurfs and Snorks. Smurfs are better drawn if you go by the original Peyo comics, which I do. But the Snorks, I used to sing the song from the Snorks with my friend on the playground. What? No, not the snong. Not the snong. The song from the Snorks. On the playground with my friend when we were little tiny boys. But not do a thing with a snork, which is the... Here's a thing on a snork. Twiddly-dee, there are snorks around me. Here's a song about snorks. That's the one that most people recognise as the Snorks song. But we didn't sing that. We had an earlier and more obscure season than that, we had this. We had this Snork song coming up. Here it comes. Here it comes. Do 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 boo doo boo doo boo doo boop beep boo boop 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 boop. Yeah, this is what we used to sing on the playground when we wanted to sing a Snork song. It's a Snork song. It's a song about Snorks. A song about some Snorks. A song about some Snorks. There we go. That's what we used to sing. But Smurfs are way better. I'm not entirely convinced, says Ian McCooish, that Dave's brother isn't just Dave, running far away and saying things in a slightly different tone. They do have very similar voices. Yeah. Dave says, Matt, I found something interesting the other day that I found interesting. A Demon Tomato Dave comic in the same style, or just Demon Tomato 2 to be exact. I know what you're going to say, yeah. But where did they go? I know, where did they stop? You got to watch for the sign on the lollipop. RGB Plaza says, only about a week ago you were scared to live stream like this. Well, that was about writing. I'm alright with drawing, but a couple of weeks before that, I was scared about that. Okay, bye, Ian. See you then. Oh, this is bad for scrolling. It's not good at scrolling. Chemical Trail says, thanks for responding. And that's cool, but it was so long ago, I can't remember what I responded to. Oh yeah, Kairu, the whole point is that they only, basically they select what to talk about from what's trending, but then the point is that they talk about the actual in-depth story behind what the thing really is, not just the sort of surface meme. That's interesting, says Aurelian Brass. Oh, I listened to the Adventure Zone with the McElroys, and I like Brent. Yeah. So you might not have known this, but Brent and Travis were college roommates. And so they are really good friends. So trends like these is basically them essentially dealing with the issues of the day. Hi, says the Viz Games. I'm from Chile. Hello. Chris O'Brien said hello as well. Hello, Chris O'Brien. Wonder if we'll get some Undertale acapellas. That'd be nice, maybe. Muckaboo50 says, I want to be able to draw a sad face. Well, I can tell you exactly how to do it. Just draw badly for a while. And then before too long, you start drawing quite well. It just happens automatically. Did you ever see the 2016 Ghostbusters? In my opinion, as a horrible film critic, it was passable. I didn't see it. I'm gonna see it. But I haven't yet. It's all about the little bits. To Kairu Hibuki. The little bits. And if I could just go through my folder somewhere here, I'll have a thing that I can play. Where is the thing of the little bits? There it is! Here comes the thing. Wait a minute. Oh! Oh, you haven't been able to hear things. When I was humming that Snorks tune, you couldn't even hear it. Oh. Oh well.
Come join the fun with the little bits. They're all around our little bits. And I know that there's a lesson to be learned. Come watch the little bits and you will understand. They're full of love, our little bits. Sometimes I wish I was a little bit.
Say it again, Danny.
With a little bit of love, the world can be a better place for you.
Why is your name Tomato Dave?
We're the little bits. We're
Well,
the little
because
bits.
I am currently drawing a comic that is in front of you right now.
Cause with a little
Hi, I'm the guy who drew it.
bit of love, the world can be a better place
Oh
for
no,
you and
I'm so sorry about that.
me.
blumpty bumpty bum bum. Oh, possibly Trey, although I've not got that far. I played quite a lot of it. Okay. Okay, Matt. Hang on a minute. I've probably got a bit of that. Hang on a minute. Give me a second. So, oh, Queen. Oh, right. I like Queen. Everyone likes Queen. I did see you coming, actually. I just forgot to answer. I can't call myself a Queen fan because I haven't got any of their albums or anything, but everyone likes Queen. Matt, long ago, when I was a little, this happened on the television.
A play bus! But where does it go?
Where does it go?
Where does it stop? What's the style of the lollipop?
Well, that's a bit drastic. Let me see if I've got a better quality one.
It's the playground stop.
Oh, no, that's even worse. How about this?
Any noises? No, well, you're going to find out in a minute. When
Even worse. Why is it this hard to find the Playbus song? Hang on. Oh, I know why. It's because I'm a purist and I'm just looking for Playbus. What I should look for is Play Days. Here it goes.
It's the play bus!
It's also quiet. How about this one?
Days, days on the move.
This is promising. Here we go.
It's the play
It's the
bus!
Playbus. Where does it go? Oh, it just sort of stops playing. Great. Let's try again,
Days,
shall we?
days on the move.
Days on the move, is it? What bus is it?
It's the play bus!
Well, where does it go?
But where does it go?
Oh, wait, yeah, that's what you're saying. They say questions now.
Where does it stop?
Watch for the sign on the
Watch
lollipop.
for the sign of the lollipop. Stop!
Oh, they didn't say what stop it was. I guess because it's a video. There you go. That's what Playbus was. Dave, did you ever watch Dogtanian or Willy Fogg? Yeah, of course. Those were playing when I was starting school, so we used to sing them in the playground to each other all the time. That and Thundercats. To the point where the Thundercats song still reminds me of Nice Cake, because I don't understand how it works, but you started school around the time you turned 5 years old, and I don't really know what that's all about, because it can't, not everyone's birthday coincides with the start of a school year. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. But anyway, I had not long turned 5 when I started school. And I mean that sincerely, because I still had my birthday cake. And Mum used to send me to school with a little bit of my cake in my school lunchbox every day. And my cake was a lovely cake. Such a lovely cake. It was made out of cake. And it had... it was in the shape of the Snowman from Raymond Briggs's The Snowman, and it was the snow effect was made with sprinkly coconut. So I associate the Thundercats theme with the flavour of delicious sprinkly coconut. Ooh. Ooh. I'm going a bit overboard with this line, aren't I? Whatever. There's no reason not to have interesting line widths going on in a comic. Well, there we go, that'll do. I was going to fuss and bother over that line, but I'm just going to keep it the way it is. Do-do-do-do-do. Let's have a bit of this over here. Let's have a bit of that up there, and a whooshy. And a whooshy. My brother's hair, when he was a kid, was quite an experience. And I'm trying to capture the essence of it in this drawing. Come and have a look, Andy, see if I've got it. There you are.
Yep, that's pretty close.
Boom, wow, wow, boom, boom, wow, wow, boom, boom, wow, wow. Fog, I'm the one who made the bet, and I'm certainly not the bloke who does my voice. I'm just whoever was in the room when we recorded the song, that's what they say. Seriously, it doesn't sound anything like the guy who actually does his voice in the cartoon. Alright then, we're going to be calling it a night any minute now. So this stream is going to go away. But thank you for being here. If you want to see more of these streams, then I guess just sort of subscribe to me in that. I mean, I imagine you already have, otherwise you wouldn't have seen this. But there'll be more as time goes on. But if you want to see all of them, like all of them, then the way to achieve that is by going on my Patreon and kicking my speakers over.
No.
Abby just kicked my speaker over.
Good night.
So I have to go and sort out the furniture.
Good night, everyone.
I have to go and put the mattress on the bed in the right fashion. So I'm going to do that in just a moment. But yeah, I do streams. I do private streams for my Patreon people, in which you will see me not just drawing this comic, not even usually drawing this comic, but also doing my songs, my a cappella songs. I actually record those, like, on the air now. So if you're interested in the process of that and you want to watch that happen, do pop over to patreon.com/DemonTomatoDave and have a look at, I can't remember now, but it'll say on there what tier you need to be on to see the streams. I think it's, I can't remember. But if you want less things than that, but still more things than just normal plebeians who aren't on the Patreon, then you're going to want to go for one of the lower tiers, because there's a songs tier. I think it's only $5. I'm not sure. You have to go and... Don't take my word for it. You'll have to go and read. But I've uploaded a ton of songs on there that I've not uploaded anywhere else. And in fact, I should have uploaded them somewhere else. The only reason I haven't is because I'm bad at making music videos and can't figure out what videos they should be. Otherwise, I would have put them on YouTube by now. So, for instance, you may remember I did the theme from the Dark World. Well, you can listen to the extended version of that. I've re-recorded it all. It's got new backing. It sounds really good now. And it's now got like 4 or 5 different verses. It's got many verses now. And this is because it's the version that I do at my live show, which is all properly spruced up and fancy. And same goes for my Sonic 2 song. So you've reached the end and finished Sonic 2, there's a longer version of that on there as well. So if all of those sound like the kinds of things that you want... Oh, plus I'm... yes, as I was reminded tonight, I need to put Ocarina of Time without lyrics on there as well. What was that scribble for? But I haven't done that just yet, so don't go there especially for that. But yeah, we do all sorts of private streams. And this month I'm doing NaNoWriMo streams, many of which are public, some of which are private. Basically, I do the public streams that I do are the things that I'm not particularly embarrassed about, and then the private streams that I do are the things that I'm a bit embarrassed about, like recording songs or writing stupid stories. And so I do them, but just for my patrons, because, you know, I know those guys. Those guys, I'm in with those guys. Those guys are in with me. We know who each other is. We know that... I don't know. It's just kind of okay. But I'm not going yet, because I'm going to have a look at the chat. Where did I last go? Thanks for the shout out. It's my birthday. It's my birthday, says Sci-Fi Sam. Happy birthday, Sci-Fi Sam. Viz Games went ages ago. Can you please repeat what you said? The music over white your voice. I don't know what I said. Oh, what I said about my name. This comic you are looking at here is called The Demon Tomato. I have called myself Demon Tomato Dave so that when the comic The Demon Tomato came out, you would go, who makes the Demon Tomato? Oh, it's Demon Tomato Dave. You know, or who is this Dave? He must be the Dave that makes the Demon Tomato. You know, it just kind of makes sense. Here's a bit of an artistic question. When it comes to shading, what are your recommendations getting right? Oh, God, I don't know. I'm rubbish at that. You just got to keep doing it until you're all right at it, really. Tiger Tales. I have the Dog Tannin and Willy Fox soundtracks on vinyl. Whoa! The English one was only ever released on MP3. I don't think the English one was even released here on anything. I didn't know there was vinyl. Super Awesome Gummy Bear says, how can I get hold of you? Well, on Twitter, Demon Tomato Dave. On YouTube, Demon Tomato Dave. Just, you know, send me a private message on either of them, really. Or a public one, doesn't matter. John Mill says, this is my first stream. Hello there. Oh, Matt, you were asking about where's the old comic. It's gone. You know, I used to make them. I used to sell them at comic conventions. But now I'm doing this. This is basically, I'm redrawing the first comic because it was really bad. I'll show you comparisons. In fact, I'm going to put a lot of that up on the Patreon. That was always the plan was always to put the old comic, like comparisons of the old comic and the new comic up on the Patreon, but I don't think I ever got around to it. So I'm going to start doing that again this week, now that I'm back into the world and able to do things. How do you remember that? Says MKBW50, and I've forgotten what I was supposed to remember. So if you're still listening, MKBW50, tell me what I remembered. Sorry? The irony. Yeah, exactly. When will you change your profile pics? Yeah. Good question. Good night, Denny. Good night, Gummy Bear. Oh, I'm not going yet. I'm going in a minute. Tiger Tail says, I'm on the music level on Patreon. Totally worth it. Oh, good. And I'm going to be posting, like, 2 more songs. Maybe 3. Well, 2 more songs and then a new version of The Dark World this week. It's the same version of The Dark World, but now it's got a drum track and it sounds better. Yeah, good point, Kyra, I suppose. Oh my god, oh yes, eye surgery, far more important. Oh dear. Oh cool, have you had fake lenses put in your eyes? Brilliant. That's really cool. Sorry if you've already asked, but does the Surface Studio interest you, says Bo Giskins. Yeah, it does. That is the answer to that question. Yes. That's right, Peter. Yep, I've literally all my entire life drawn this, and the people on my... okay, so the top tier on my Patreon, I think is $15, and we do each month, we do a Patreon hangout. Oh, I need to plan when this month is. I think it'll be this week. And in the first one, I got out the original book, The Magic Tomato, that I wrote when I was 8 years old. And oh, I didn't read it to them. I should have read it to them. What the hell? Okay, that's what we'll do in a future hangout then, I guess. But I told them the interesting story of how it got written and how it came up. It's got a story behind it. I'm not going to tell you because it's Patreon exclusive. Yeah, this is a sort of George Lucas remaster in a sense. Although... I mean, I actually did do a George Lucas version of the first 2 issues where I literally, like, redrew some of the heads of the characters and pasted them on. But no, this is a full remake. You can say tomato if you want. Oh, how do you remember the birthday cake age 5? Oh, mate, you don't even understand. The reason I'm able to do this comic is that I remember basically everything that I ever experienced up to the age of, I'd say, about 15. And so I'm making a comic about it, you know. Yeah, no, honestly, I can very... Let me tell you a story. This weekend, on Saturday, I was at a comic convention, and a chap called John Wagner came to our table. Now, John Wagner, you may be aware of his work. He is the creator of Judge Dredd, who is a legendary comics icon character here in the UK. If you're not in the UK, then you're probably only peripherally aware of him from such films as Judge Dredd and Dredd. But anyway, so this is the guy who came up with him, along with the artist who designed him. Well, actually, I don't know the extent of which one of them created what about him. But anyway, John Wagner, one of the guys who made it up. He also had his partner, I believe is the word he used, and I think her name was Jenny, but I can't remember, so don't take my word for that. But anyway, I was talking to her, and she said that she worked at a particular publisher. And I said to her, when was that? And she said, well, that was the 80s. And I said, well, in that case, were you there for da-da-da? And I mentioned this comic that I used to read when I was 3 years old, about, like, sweet little woodland characters. And she said, yes, that was me. I edited that. I really enjoyed it. It was nice. And there was this look on her face like, people don't usually talk to me about this. Because I think most people who read that comic were 3 years old and so don't remember it. But I remember it. And in fact, I've still got several of the issues here. Oh, you are in the UK, so you probably are aware of both Judge Dredd and the Snowman. So you've been completely following the story so far. Kairu says, I remember viscerally the cake we had for my sister's first birthday. They sat us down on a tablecloth and just let us get messy as we wanted. Whoa! And I was 3. Ah, well, Kairu, Judge Dredd is like a parody of American something. I don't know, really, because I wasn't there at the time, but yes, I believe that Mega City 1 is supposed to be American. At least in the original comic, I think. I don't know if they changed that over time or no. It covers much of what is now the eastern United States and some of Canada. So yeah, it is. Yeah, it is supposed to be in some way either just kind of American-y or an active parody of American something. Now that I know John, I'd better read more of it and find out, really. Well, it's about no, not martial law, but it's like the most exaggerated version of the sort of judge, jury, and executioner gun-toting American hero, isn't it? Lawmaker, maverick cop type thing. Yeah, that's probably they would find that interesting, Cairo. I think you'd probably get a more interesting conversation out of that because they wouldn't have talked about it quite so often. Okay, that's me for tonight then. I've drawn 2 characters on one panel, but I promise you, one day this comic is going to get finished. Bye everybody. I'm going to bed. Oh gosh, it's 11:20, not 10:20 as I thought. Doodly 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 doo. Oh, that's right. I thought I'd seen someone ask how I got my name recently, Gummy Bear. Sorry, I thought I'd already answered you on that comment, but evidently I didn't. Right. That's me then. Thank you for coming to my thing. Tiddly-dum, a tum-twiddly-dee. If you want to see more things like this, then just be subscribed to me on YouTube, or go for if you want the exclusive ones that only the Patreon people get, then go to patreon.com/DemonTomatoDave, where you will find some pictures. I don't know why I said that. You won't. You will, But that's not the main thing you'll find. You'll find songs, like the extended version of the theme from The Dark World, and the Sonic 2 song, and also things you've not heard any version of at all on YouTube. They're completely exclusive songs at this point, unless you've seen them my live shows where I sing them. Alright. Good night, everybody. I will see you soon. What a professional outfit this is. I wonder which professional outfit we should be visiting next. Can you guess?